Bam, bam, bam. Thank you, ma'am. What up, what up, what up, all my kings, queens, and you motherfuckers in between? We are here with yet another episode of Interviewing Entrepreneurs of Color. And today we have my lovely friend Brooke, and she's going to tell us about her business.
Hello, hello. You want me to go ahead and introduce myself? All right. Well, my name is Brooke. The name of my business is The Power Within. I started my business back in 2017, and it started as a women's empowerment business. And the reason I wanted to start my business is because ever since I was a child, no lie. Well, you'll understand, Jasmine, because you're a Pisces. So I used to think it was weird, but if you think I'm weird, I really don't give a fuck. But everything since I was a child, I could almost feel other people's emotions, right? I would feel it like so deep within when other people were hurt or got in trouble. And I didn't like it. So when I felt sad, I wanted to help them. Like something in me is like, help them out. So, and that carried on with me into adulthood. So I was like, I'm gonna come up with the business, a women's empowerment business, and I've named it The Power Within, to let women, young women, teens worldwide know that you literally have the power within you to do anything you put your mind to overcome anything you have ever been through. And then in 2019, one of my cousins, Keisha Daniels, taught me yoga. I had tried it out here and there, but I went to her and she gave me some one-on-one lessons. And when I found out the benefits of yoga, it changed my life literally. Yoga helps the mind, body, and soul connect. It is all
Mhm.
supposed to be one. So when I found those benefits out, I added that onto my business. So now I am a beginner's yoga coach as well as I still have the women's empowerment. So it's all connected. And I sell clothes, journals. I also do readings as well.
Okay, I know you was out here doing readings, girl.
Yes, I don't promote it too much, but I do.
I like that. Now, how is reading hard?
Nope, nope. Anybody can do it. And see, people think you have to be a psychic to do it. No, you don't. You do not. Now, some people do have that ability to. Well,
Yeah.
actually, not to go too deep into that. We all can tap into that. But
Hmm.
some people do are more connected. But I honestly, it's a method to it. It's just asking questions and believing it. Depends on who you're getting those questions from too. So
Mm.
that's why I don't allow everybody to read me, and I'm not always open to reading some people either.
I can understand that because you don't know what kind of door or what kind of visitors you're inviting. Facts, girl.
Yeah,
I don't.
yeah, yeah. See,
Yeah. See, we
you a
yeah, because that's a
Pisces.
whole nother conversation.
That's a
Because
whole.
I got some stories about some
Uh,
weird shit.
hey,
What is that one movie called with Leonardo DiCaprio and them motherfuckers? They just kept going deeper and deeper into sleeps, in the
is it
dreams,
the
in the
Sixth Sense? No.
no, no, no. Girl, I really want to say it's Interception, but I don't know if it's called. We'll get back
Yeah.
to that. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Well. Okay. Okay.
because girl, what? Because I know people be like, Chaz, what the hell you be talking about? And it's like you just won't understand
Yeah.
unless you
You
just be
won't
having those experiences.
exactly, and everyone doesn't. So hey, either you get it or you don't.
So let's see. So we're just gonna ask some personal information to get a better feel as to who Brooke is.
All
So
right.
when you were 18 years old, what were you doing around that time versus what you're doing now?
Ooh,
Ooh,
ooh, ooh.
girl.
Okay, so we gonna stay on this spiritual stuff then, honestly, ain't we? Because
Okay,
this
let's
is
go.
me. Literally, this is me. So when I was 18, that's so crazy. That's amazing. I had got kicked out of school and I had went to Job Corps, right?
Mhm.
So I didn't get to get a high school diploma. I ended up getting my GED from Job Corps, and before it came, right, I was literally waiting on it. I didn't even know that I had passed my GED test because I got into a fight. Yeah, uh-huh. Yeah. So I got into a fight in Job Corps, and I like they play no games. They sent me to bed. What basically they had me in the office until it was bedtime. Bedtime they made me go pack my clothes. In the morning they sent me home. I
Damn.
did, yeah, it was like boom, you gotta go. We don't tolerate that. So and it was so crazy. The girl who I fought was a friend, and we didn't even mean to fight. It just happened. Another that's crazy. Anyway, so honestly, Jasmine, around 18, I was depressed because
Mhm.
I felt like, where is my life going?
Mhm.
I felt grades when I was in elementary school. It was just like a lot of childhood trauma, like
Yeah.
building up. I honestly, at that time at 18, I felt worthless. I felt like shit. So that's where I was at. So 18 compared to now, whew, I could have told my 18-year-old self back then, though, it's okay, girl. You just going through this journey and it's building you up. But around that time is when I had one of my first positive spiritual experiences.
Okay. Okay.
Because like you said, you done been through some shit, you done seen some shit, right? I've always had that spiritual eye as a child. That's what I'm gonna call it. So
Mhm.
I had always seen things, but around 18, like I said, I was going through some shit. As I thought I was anyway, let's say that. Because I was just growing. It was just a part of my journey. But one night I came home and I seen something that I'm just gonna say because I feel like that's a whole nother topic, but I seen something very spiritual. So I'll say 18 years old is what started me to stay on this spiritual path, also to start my business to help women. So great question.
I mean, shit. I mean, for you to start your spiritual journey, a positive one at 18, I mean, that's good because I think
Hmm.
a lot of us in our generation, yeah, oh wait, oh wait, just being a teenager back then, just going through the motions, trying to figure shit out, trying to be in everything, you just know, hey, I just hope I go to sleep and I wake up to see the next day. And we just take it from there. We just gonna take it from there and see what happens.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Boy, the things that I was doing, okay? Probably part of the reason why I was tripping out.
That part.
Yeah, next
My mama should
question.
have had me locked up in the house. That's what she should have did. That's what she should have did. So let's see.
Oh, that's
What's your
funny.
biggest failure and what was the greatest lesson you learned from it?
Ooh, 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 ooh. Hmm. I will say fighting in high school, not Job Corps, but the reason why I got kicked out of high school, I was fighting over a guy.
No, Brooke.
So, child, yeah. So my lesson learned was to never, ever, ever fight over a man. Okay. You maybe your husband, maybe, you might fight for your husband,
Mm.
but you never fight over a man. You never fight over a boy. But so, like, I learned from that, to never fight over a man and also just stand your ground, I guess. I don't know.
Stand your, yeah, I like that. Stand your ground. Because I can
Hmm.
remember in high school, it was only two girls
Hmm.
who wanted to fight me over a nigga. Okay? And one of them niggas wasn't even all that. Okay. First of all, neither one of us was in a relationship with these guys. Okay, we were just fucking. So I'm not understanding why you
See,
bitches want to fight. Okay, clearly he
see,
has enough dick to go around. All right, okay.
right. And for me fighting over that guy, I got kicked out of school. So that was a big lesson for me. Like you can lose something so important. Don't you ever in your life fight over a guy. It's not worth it. It is not worth it.
And it's crazy because I've talked to some friends about my school experience, and they were like, "Well,
Hmm.
Jasmine, why didn't you just fight them?" And I'm sitting there like, "Why I'm about to jeopardize my education?" Like, nah, like those people
See,
ain't worth it. They ain't worth it. Like, it's okay.
plenty
It's
of
okay.
sense.
And I believe in karma.
Hmm.
Whether some shit happened to you the next day, a week later, a month later, a year, some years later, karma always makes its way back around. And I bet those people who like really did me dirty, I wonder if they ever sit there and wonder, like, damn, why is this happening to me? Because of what you did to me. That's why. That's why.
That's law, baby. That's law. Karma is law. Good or bad, it's coming back.
Okay, 10 times harder. Now,
Hmm.
let's see. What is a common myth about your industry or with your line of business?
That yoga is evil.
What?
Yes, I have had so many people say that ain't evil or nothing. You ain't worshiping nothing evil or nothing. Like I'm like, are you evil? If worshiping and working on yourself is evil, then hey, because that's all you're doing in yoga is working and connecting with yourself, with your higher self.
Girl, you really had me puzzled over here. Like, what? That yoga is
Yes, a lot of Christians believe that.
like, what? Who? Wait, ain't nobody lighting candles and summoning demons. Like, what?
No, no, not at all.
I'm not speaking in tongues or anything.
Right.
Okay.
Now
Ooh,
you can take it there, but that's not yoga. You can take it there if you want to, but that's not
yeah,
yoga.
at that point, it ain't yoga. Yeah.
Right.
You on some Blair Witch Project type of time at that point.
Okay.
Let's see. Huh. What is a challenge that you are facing right now, and how are you overcoming it?
Ooh, that's a good one. Um, honestly, challenge that I am facing right now is self-judgment and judgment of others. God is still working on me. Okay. I try my best because I pick up on so much, right? And when I see certain things or certain people, I'm like, is this what that is? Or I'll even put the blame on myself, honestly, and that comes from some of that deeply rooted childhood trauma. So I'm trying to get that's what I'm constantly working on. And the way that I'm overcoming that challenge is by focusing on myself, loving myself more, accepting myself for who I am. And once you accept yourself completely for who you are, it doesn't matter what you think of those other people. Now, you will see the truth, but everything else doesn't matter, if that makes sense.
Mm, girl, that makes too much sense because I've okay. Well, okay, so I can't say I've always been like that
Hmm.
because in elementary, actually, I can't even front. My whole school career, I got picked on and bullied, and I never
Yeah,
understood why. Never
yeah.
understood why. I'm talking about
Because they
motherfuckers.
see your
Oh,
light.
people always be like, "Oh, well, Jasmine said this, Jasmine said that," and honestly, Jasmine. When I was in school would mind my fucking business. And then when I got to high school, you could catch me in the back of the class sleep, or you just won't catch me in school at all.
Right.
Like I just never understood it. I just never fucking understood that shit. But here
Because
we
they
are.
always see your light. I used to wonder the same thing, Jasmine. They just see your light. Everybody, the people, the teachers, the other kids. That's it.
I just always used to be like, what's wrong with me? Like, why people always trying to come at me? Why?
That's
Just
and
why?
that's that mindset that we are. Well, I don't know about you, but that we have to overcome, still overcome me. That's that inner that negative self-talk sometimes. Like, what's wrong with you? Nothing's wrong with you. They see that light in you. There's nothing wrong with you, and there was never nothing wrong with you. You get what I'm saying?
Now, I learned that after I got up out of high school and wasn't, stuck in having to be put in a box or categorized as some shit.
Right,
I was like, yo, I am the shit. Like, I am that bitch. Like, fuck what these people was talking about and saying, like, fuck them. And then
right.
also, with that being said, what you said earlier, with you saying that I've always been the same, I remember
Hmm.
this guy when I had transferred from East Met to Independence. It was this guy, Aaron. I had a crush on him when I was in middle school, and like we dated briefly or whatever. And he
Hmm.
was like, "Oh, you still the same. I see ain't nothing changed." And I'm saying, "Hey, like, well, what the fuck is wrong with that? Because if I done changed and switched up, then I wasn't being true to me." And that's one thing that I can say, and that's one thing that anyone can say that has ever interacted with me is that I am always the same. I am always the same. Like all I can do is be me. Like I don't
That's
know nothing.
it. You better.
I guess
That's
that's
a
what.
good lesson to everybody that's listening. Be yourself. Be you. It does not matter what anybody else thinks. No one can judge you. Be yourself. Love yourself.
Big facts, for real, for real.
Hmm.
Oh, well, you answer them because I was like, oh, that's a good one. That's a good one there. Ah, who has been your most influential professional mentor?
Professional. Ooh, this is gonna sound crazy too, but it don't even matter. Zora Neale Hurston.
I might have to look her up. Who is she? Oh,
Please
wait.
look her up. Yep. Yes, yes, yes. Look her up. So Zora Neale Hurston, she's an author. She's a folklorist. She was an anthropologist. She was an essayist. Yes, this black woman, okay? She was up there. I know you heard this name. Oh God. Mm, his name just slipped my mind. It'll come back to me. But
Mm-hmm.
Langston Hughes, you heard his name before?
Mm-hmm.
He was up. She was up there with him. So why haven't we ever heard this lady's name? Ain't that crazy?
It ain't this Women's History Month.
Ooh, yes, it is. Ain't that
Wow.
crazy, Jasmine? I said, okay, so this is how I learned out about her. So one day, Jonathan was watching a documentary, and I want to say the documentary is called it was about the last slave. I can't think of his name, but it's by her. It's by Zora Neale Hurston. I caught the end of it, right? And this was months ago. Last year, was it? Maybe it was last year sometime. Yeah, it was. He was watching this. I caught the end of it, and she came up. I said, "Oh, I'm gonna look her up." I didn't even realize that she was the one who directed and wrote this documentary or whatever.
Okay.
Never looked her up. Didn't write it down. One night a few months back, I was like halfway sleep, half up. I heard her name clear as day. Zora Neale Hurston. Zora Neale Hurston. I said, "Who is Zora Neale? Who is that?"
Mm-hmm.
Girl, I looked her up. Jasmine. It's just so much to say about this black woman. Please go look her up. She has written so many beautiful stories. A lot of people may know the movie. They made a movie out of one of her books. Their Eyes Are Watching God. Have you seen that movie?
I haven't seen it, but I heard that.
She wrote that book, and then they turned it into the movie. The book is 10 times better. than the movie.
Damn, okay.
She has also she come okay, this is alignment, girl. I'm working on herbs and stuff like that. Why is she into herbs? And she's a folklore. So she talks about herbs and voodoo and
Oh,
everything dealing with the black background. She's a folklore. So that's our background. That's our culture. So that is my that's my coach. That's my spiritual coach. That is my professional mentor.
girl, yeah, I'm gonna have to get on the
So
proper
many
spelling
more
of her
books
name.
that have
Mhm.
influenced me by her and her work and her story. Her story. She was able to see visions when she was a child. Ha-
Oh,
I don't. Ain't that crazy that I heard this lady's name, right? And I mean, I can't say that I've seen visions, but I do. It's a spiritual connection somewhere. So I've learned a lot from her work. So she's my mentor, professional mentor, spiritual mentor.
I'm definitely gonna have to look her up because I know people be like they have deja vu, but it's
Hmm.
like no, I have deja vu. Like when I'm having it,
Ooh,
I dead ass stop and I be like, this shit feels familiar. Like I've
ooh,
been here already, and what be pissing me off, I be like, damn, but what happened? What
girl.
happens next? Shit, what did I do?
Yes. Oh my God. That's beautiful. I love that. Wait till you read Zora's stuff. I don't know if you're into reading, but you're going to love it.
Like I said, I'm gonna get the proper spelling so I can look into that because I've already started a nice little lovely book collection going on here of
Yes.
self-healing and also starting to look into crystals and learning more about them. Now,
Yes.
just to backtrack a little bit, oh
Mm-hmm.
my god, what is
Mm-hmm.
it? Because so in this book,
Mm-hmm.
about learning about chakras, it's
Mm-hmm.
this damn one yoga technique that I'm a
Mm-hmm.
little bit scared to try.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna pronounce it wrong.
Okay.
The con con
Kundalini.
Kundalini yoga.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, when I was reading about it, I was like, I am intrigued. I am interested. But when this thing was talking about, yeah, when you unlock that level, you might not be able to control it. I said, wait a minute. I said,
Mm-hmm.
control
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know if I want to deal with that much energy. Okay.
Yeah. And that's exactly what it is. That's
Ja,
exactly what it is. You explained it yourself. You answered your own question. That's what it is. It is
ja.
coiled up energy at the base of your spine that's sitting in your root chakra. And once it goes up into all of your chakras and it's unlocked, oh, you have the potential to do amazing things. And I mean, so you can get creative ideas from it. You can have a beautiful day, but it's sometimes people stay up too high and are unable to control it. Like my cousin said one time she was literally seeing spirits because
Mm-hmm.
she was like up too high. So you do have to find that
Mm,
balance. You have to find that balance.
because I got to
And
reread that article because it was like, yeah, you have to seek some type of professional help for that. And I was like,
if you, yeah, you will have to if you get, think
for
about
what?
it. And that's so good, right? That's a big lesson. Please read up on this stuff before you go trying anything. And that's dealing with yoga. That's dealing with all of this spiritual stuff that people are that think they tapping into something. Read up on what you're doing before you tap into something and don't know what you're tapping into or unlock something and go crazy.
I'm trying to tell
You
you,
can, you
fucking people
can.
sit there thinking they got damn sage in their house of fucking bad spirits and shit. And then, you know, they got a fucking poltergeist in their house. Like, what
Right.
did
You
you do?
thinking you sage or something, you opened a portal. That's what you did.
Oh my goodness.
Oh
Oh,
my
sorry.
God.
So, side note, I should have read the whole article because it was some shit
Hmm.
about some kids that was playing on the Ouija board and some shit
Hmm.
happened. And I was like,
See?
what the fuck did y'all do? What did y'all see y'all doing that extra shit, trying to summon some shit.
You got to be careful with those. I've never played with one, but they say be careful with them because that's what it is. Basically, like a portal. You never know what you're opening up or who you're talking to.
Girl, unless I got a Sam and or a Dean with me, we not finna play them games. I'm gonna need a demon slayer with me because what? I don't.
Right.
No,
You
I'm
just
good.
never know.
I'm good on all.
Honestly, the more that I grow spiritually, right? I used to be scared. I'm not even scared anymore. Would I do it right now? I don't know. But I'm not scared anymore. I don't know better. Yes.
Oh, girl, you never scared. Never scared. Let's see. What is your ultimate goal with your business?
My ultimate goal with my business is to open up my studio, open up my building. So, and it will come into play. So, that's my ultimate goal.
Yes, girl, speak that shit into existence. I know
Yes.
you gonna do that. Let's see. Okay, so another one pertaining to your business.
Mhm.
What keeps you up at night, if anything?
Mm. Um, Overthinking. I don't allow it to anymore, but that used to keep me up at night. Overthinking. I had to learn to surrender, give it to God, give it to that higher source, give it to the universe, whatever you want to call it. Whatever's meant for me will be. What I can control, I can control. What I can't, I can't.
I swear, I be trying to preach that shit to the choir. I be trying to tell people, like, you can only control things that are within your means.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of that, you stressing for no reason. Whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen, and you just gonna have to move accordingly when it happens.
Boom.
That's why I smoke weed every day. Okay.
Me too.
Keep my sanity. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm just
Give
trying to
me
figure out
that
when we
pee.
get legal because it'd be nice. It would be nice.
Real
Oh,
nice.
let's take a look here. Yeah. No, I won't ask that one. Is that supposed to say what do you see or where do you see? Yeah, I think that wasn't typed right. So, where do you see as the where do you see as the future of your industry in the next? Yeah, fuck that. So, where do you see your business going in the next 5 to 10 years?
Yes. I love it. That whole interview voice came out again. Oh my God.
Just
Love it. Next 5 or 10 years, I see myself booming, worldwide, known worldwide. And of course, my building will be up and running. I will be living good, protected. Business will be paying for all of my needs for me and my family, needs and wants. Yeah. That's why I see my business helping other people in many different ways. Women, men, everybody, the community, all that good stuff.
yes. And that's a good segue into my next question. So, um, how will your business give back to the community?
By doing exactly what the name of the business is, showing women how to activate or connect to that power within themselves. I was actually, when I was pregnant, I stayed in the teen pregnancy shelter. So I have given back to them. So I want to continue to give back to them and also find other ways to give back to the community. Like I
Yeah.
do free yoga classes sometimes, sometimes every now and then I'll do free readings, give free journals, just anything to help uplift.
Yes, and we got to because I swear, prior to the pandemic, we always see homeless people, but ever since this pandemic, I mean, the homeless rate has skyrocketed. And I mean, I've never seen full life families on
Yeah.
the corner. And I'm just like, I
Yeah.
understand you got to do what you have to do, but just, I don't know, having your whole family out there.
Yeah, because some of that is not real either. Some of those, a lot of those is scams, and it's sad. They're so sad. You can tell when it's a scam. I can, man. It's sad.
Look, that's why, once in a blue moon,
Yep,
I'll
you
give out,
know.
give out a 5, a 10. You want this clip? I know you want it. Like, stop here, just have it. Just here, take it, take it.
Listen,
You want all these roaches? I'll give them to you. And it's not my ashtray anyway. Do you want them? Do you need a lighter? I
I
got
love it. I
you.
love it. For real though, you are in that. It goes back to us staying connected and being ourselves and knowing who we are because you will know when to give to somebody and when it's bullshit. You'll know. You can feel it. You can sense it.
Girl, I don't know if you be on Independence like that, but at one point I swear it was like America's Got Talent because there was people out there playing instruments and shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What
Yes.
is that?
Girl, that's everywhere here. Everywhere they be playing violins and stuff. I'm like, boy, I don't know.
What the fuck? And
I've
then
seen on TV one time where it wasn't even really a violin girl. It was like a speaker and they were just doing it.
they said by any means necessary. Okay, I'm gonna get this change. You playing with me? You
Yeah,
playing
they
with
have to
me?
stop.
No.
They got
They need to stop. Look, okay, nope, I'm not gonna talk
it's
about
just
that.
too much.
So, what's one question you wish I asked you, and how would you have answered it?
Mm, that's different. You did an amazing job. Um, I really can't think of a question, Jasmine. I don't know. Okay, I have one. I wish you would have asked about my next yoga class
Mm,
because I do have some classes coming up with Kika. She is the owner of Work Fitness, so we'll be in her studio and we'll be doing yoga, cardio, and boxing all
dang it.
in one. So we're gonna break it down and you're gonna love it. We have had this class. In the past we called it Fit Lit. So you'll love it. You will love
Now,
it.
with Fitlit, do y'all
Mhm.
offer classes online as well? Virtual classes?
We may make it online as well. It will be it's starting in April every other Saturday. I can make a
Oh,
online option. Yep. And then Kika
wait, my
also offers classes throughout the week. Like she offers cardio, boxing, all of that throughout the week.
because I need to get back being consistent. Because I'll go hard with yoga for like a good 5 to 7 days straight, and then
Mhm.
I fall off.
That's how it is in the beginning, honestly. And just keep being real with yourself. Be real with yourself, and then you have to honestly, it takes discipline. You have to make yourself. So even when you don't want to do it, pull your mat out and do at least 5 to 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Because I swear I got my little yoga block. I got my mat. I even got a little
Hmm.
yoga app. You know,
Yep.
get my little
And you
meditation.
know what I always tell people? Sitting in easy pose or Indian style, how I'm sitting right now, and focusing on your breath is yoga.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have, it doesn't have to be the crazy splits and headstands and handstands. It doesn't have to be all of that. Or
Got
pull
to work
up.
up to that. Okay.
Yep, you do. Yep, just like everything else in life.
Because that's what I
It
seen you
takes
hit the,
time.
the 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 pose with your foot. I said, oh,
You a mess, girl. Yes, it takes time.
no. I
Pull
remember.
up yoga on YouTube, 5 to 10 minutes. Boom.
Oh, look, I'm gonna have to. No, my issue is if I ain't got no errands or any doctor's appointments to run in the morning, I will sleep in until I got to get up and clock in for work. Like, mm, if I could
Yeah.
marry sleep, that'd be my husband. I'm trying to.
You know, we some Pisces. We love that dream world. I love naps, girl. I tell everybody that I love a nap. One of my friends, she be like, "Girl, you take a nap, won't you?" Yes, I will. But
Listen,
work on you a morning ritual and a nighttime ritual or a routine.
hell no,
You'll
for real.
feel better. For real, you'll feel so much better.
For real. Because it was to a
Mm-hmm.
point where I was doing it twice a day in the morning when I woke up and
Mm-hmm.
before I go to bed.
Yeah.
I got to start running them streets. That's what that is. That's why I'm behind on all these fucking videos that I need to edit and shit. I said, God damn. I said, I ain't put out not one video yet this at all so far in March. Oh, God, okay. 3
And you
videos
know
at one
what?
time. That
We don't have the energy like we used to have.
girl.
So if you was a little bit younger, you could go out, edit these videos, go to work. Like, no. We not we I said, what happened to that energy I used to have when I could go out 3, 4 times a week? Where did it go? Where's she at?
Girl, no, where's the energy where I worked a shift, went out, probably didn't get home till about 5, 6 in the morning just to wake up, go to school,
Right.
and go back to work.
Yes, that was me. Oh my gosh. Go to bed 4 or 5 in the morning, wake up, go to work at 8. Oh my God.
Cause child,
Being
what?
that hungover.
Because
Mm.
that recovery time now is looking like 3, 4 days, okay, for me to bounce back. Okay.
Seriously. Oh Lord, I'm glad I'm not the only one.
No, no.
It takes
And
me literally a full day to bounce back, maybe two. Like what? I say I can't do this. I can't.
mm,
I don't
mm-mm.
I don't even like to drink now because of that feeling. I don't like
I be
that.
looking at people 35 plus. I'm like, how y'all still going to the club damn near what? Like, yeah, about 4, 5 days a week. Like, how?
And you know I'm 36, so I
Sleep
that's
is
how I look at them too. Like how? I want to say it so bad. Like how are y'all still partying?
girl,
Where is that energy?
no. What it is for me is, for one, why are we still standing in lines? Why am I wearing stilettos that's hurting my feet? Like, no, this is what we not gonna do. No, no, no.
No
I gotta pay
lines.
how much to get in? Oh, okay. And how much are
Mm-mm.
the drinks with barely any liquor in it? Oh, mm, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. I
Yeah,
was
no
disappointed
lines.
when I went to Red. Is it Red at 28th? Red at 28th.
Yeah, I haven't been in a long time.
I went a couple weeks ago. For one, they had
Mm-hmm.
a cover of $5 to get in. And I'm like, what? $5? Because for one, when you standing at the door, you can see the whole facility. And I'm like, for one, it's small. So why am I paying $5? We go in there. There's nowhere to sit. And I'm like, why are y'all still letting people in and there's nowhere to sit? Mind you, it's a hookah lounge. So if there's nowhere to sit, I can't smoke hookah. What do we, why? Hmm,
You know what? No comment.
mm.
People run their business how they want to run their business, but we talked about karma, so I'm gonna leave it at that. No comment though, you know.
It
But
was a one
people run their
chef.
business how they want to run their business. Yeah. Who
Well,
would?
I might give it a shot one more time because it was a little bit late when we got there. But I'll give
Yeah.
it a shot one more time, see how it is when we get there, like on time, and actually find somewhere to
Mhm.
sit.
Right.
All right, gang. So Brooke's information will be down below for you to follow her, like statuses, posts, things of that nature. So as always, gang, go out there, be the reason why somebody smiles, do something good for someone for once in your life. Stop being selfish,
Yes.
spread love and not hate.
Yes.
Until next time,
Namaste.
gang, y'all stay sucker free.
Deuces.
All right, gang. Thank you again for tuning into another episode of Entrepreneurs of Colors. I hope you enjoyed this segment. And as always, gang, y'all stay sucker free. And remember to subscribe, like, and share. Until next time.